Hello, welcome to Swiss Watch Gang. As we are nearing the end of the year, I wanted to show you 5 of my favorite affordable watches that came out this year. These 5 watches are all in a very attractive price category, and I'm sure you'll enjoy my selection. I've also put all the links to the watches in the description below, so you can find them easier and learn more about them. The Tissot PRX Automatic Chronograph is the last from these 5 watches to come out this year. It's a collaboration with one of the leading watch retailers in the world, Bucherer. Within the exclusive line of watches, Bucherer creates exclusive limited editions to offer to their customers. A great initiative I think many should follow. These watches are very limited, designed with care and often quickly sold out. The Tissot PRX is arguably one of the most successful integrated bracelet watches that came out these last few years. Bucherer also launched a limited edition PRX Powermatic 80 version of it in 2022 with a striking blue dial and a gold PVD bezel. The watch was limited to only 888 pieces and a very successful and quickly sold out collaboration. For their latest launch, they decided to create a special PRX Automatic Chronograph model limited to 1,888 pieces, the same number as the founding year of the retailer, which was in 1888. This model features an overall great contrast between the blue, gold and silver tones, and definitely stands out from the other Tissot PRX Automatic Chronograph models. The dial is very vibrant, featuring a balanced mix between the gold and the darker blue. The chapter ring, hands, indexes and sub-dial chapter rings are gold, applied and well executed. The dial features a visibly vertically brushed finish, which I think suits the watch very much. The running seconds hand for time indication is at 9 o'clock, the other 2 sub-dials are used to read the chronograph. So at 3 o'clock you have the 30-minute counter and at 6 o'clock the 12-hour counter. The chronograph seconds hand is a long gold central hand. To make the watch even more useful for everyday use, it features a date window between 4 and 5 o'clock. It's a very premium looking chronograph considering the use of colors, materials as well as finishing techniques. The case pack is open. There you can see the automatic chronograph movement. The watch features a special open-worked winding rotor, so you don't have to worry about winding the watch. Of course, as long as you use it on a daily basis. The movement features perlage decoration, and once the chronograph jumps for 1 minute, you can see some of the components moving here. It features a 60-hour power reserve, which is plenty, especially if you'll use the watch regularly. At the price point of 1,888 Swiss francs, this model is a great contender and due to the limited edition nature of it, a worthy part of anyone's watch collection. Baltic is a brand that I've been a fan of for a long time. As I own quite a few of them, I can confidently stand behind the watches as well as the founders. I especially love these special editions, and like Pokemon, I try to get them all. The young team behind Baltic really has their pulse on the market, great aesthetic taste and listens to the audience. The Hermetic Tourer is the latest launch from this young French brand, another successful launch coming in 4 different dial colors. The models are meant to serve as daily watches with a neat fit of a field watch, coming in at a only 37mm diameter. The 4 different colors are green, beige, brown and blue. Which one's your favorite? The most important features from the model are definitely the integrated crown with a seamless transition. You can barely feel it's there once you run your fingers to the side of the case. The watch features an automatic and very thin Miyota movement caliber 9039, so don't worry about winding it via the crown. The applied indexes and hands feature excellent and very strong Luminova. Once you try out the Lume, you'll be surprised how long it lasts, as well as how bright it shines. The watches feature syringe-style hour and minute hands and a long lollipop seconds hand. They're all polished and equipped with the same Super Luminova as the applied hour markers. And to make the watch resistant for everyday use, the watches come with this new vulcanized FKM strap with a neat basket weave pattern. FKM rubber is a very rugged material that can withstand harsh chemicals, abrasion, as well as high temperatures. You can also pair the watch with a classic beads of rice bracelet, both really good options. On the wrist, the watch fits like a glove. The 316L stainless steel case is only 10.8mm thin, 8.8 without the sapphire glass. The case back features a few inscriptions, is closed, and the watch features an approved water resistance of 150 meters. To fit all of these features at a price point of only 615 euros is remarkable. Baltic not only succeeded in creating cool watches, but also to build up a devoted online collector community, where people with different levels of watch collecting love to wear their watches. I love wearing cool watches, no matter the price. So I think they really nailed this watch, and the Hermetic Tourer is a great option from their collection. Brew was created by Jonathan Ferrer, a great guy and someone I can now call a friend. I had known him since a few years now, and we shared a common passion for watches and sports sports cars. His watches cater a lot of details and are a mirror of his personal love for design. The metric is a very asymmetrical take on a chronograph with a very comfortable integrated bracelet. The bracelet has a good fit, polished edges throughout, and fine brushing on top of it. It transitions seamlessly into the case of the watch. As a nice contrast and play of light, the inner bezel is flat and mirror polished. As the brand has a deep love for appreciation for daily coffee breaks and emphasizing the importance of time, this model couldn't exist without paying tribute to it as well. Between the 25 and 35 outer chronograph seconds chapter ring, you can see the yellow marking. This marking helps the espresso barista time the perfect espresso shot. You also might have noticed special markings on the 60-minute chronograph subdial at 9 o'clock. Those markings are inspired by the 1930s so-called telephone chronograph timers. Every 3 minutes, you had to put in another coin to continue your call. A fun detail and story. The watch has a very retro look to it with the case and the colors on the matte black dial. There's even the cute Brew logo at 3 o'clock, sunken into the dial, and a date window between 4 and 5 o'clock. The watch has a great fit on the wrist at the diameter of only 36mm and a case height of 10.75mm. A very thin chronograph watch featuring a reliable and highly accurate hybrid VK68 Mecha Quartz chronograph movement. It uses quartz technology for the time-telling functions of the watch and a mechanical module for the chronograph function. Coming in at $450, the design and fit are worth it. The next watch I have the pleasure to present to you guys is from a very young brand called Studio Underdog. Richard Bench officially launched the brand in March 2021, but the starting point was a year prior to that. The young designer wanted to create watches with a playful twist to them, a nice contrast to the overwhelmingly serious take on watchmaking by the industry. His watches always bring a smile to my face, and I applaud his creativity as well as boldness. The first chronograph models Richard came up with all featured a mechanical chronograph movement. They were assembled in the UK and had extremely fun names, which translated into the dials. To give you an idea, they were called the Watermelon, Desert Sky, Goofy Panda, Mint Chocolate Chip, Strawberry String Cream, and my favorite, Blueberry. The watches use the colors of those topics as well as the small details like the hour indexes. They're often portrayed by seeds. Today I'll show you the new model, the O2 series, paying tribute to the field watches. After the success of his first models, Richard really followed up and created another hit. If Studio Underdog were around at the time of World War II, this is a watch they would have created. Not sure if the strong lume would help the enemy or the soldiers wearing it, as you could spot it a mile away. The lume is extremely bright, I would say the brightest I've seen so far. The whole dial glows up, no wonder this model is called the full moon. Let me know if you saw a stronger lume in your life before. Leave a comment down below. The most striking feature, as in all Studio Underdog watches, is the dial. It looks simple at first glance, but once you start exploring it, you can see there's quite a lot of details and layers to it. The dial is made like a tasty horological sandwich, making the printed numerals and railway minute track appear as if they were floating. Technically speaking, the base dial features 7 layers of custom-made Superluminova. Mounted on top of that is an additional 1mm sapphire disc. On the sapphire disc, the railway minute track and numerals are printed. The two dials are connected with 2 screws to hold them in place. The exposed screws make the watch look more tool-like and raw, which I really appreciate. The numerals and also the minute track look like they're floating, which is really cool. The watch proportions are also suitable for all kinds of occasions. The thickness of the case is 12mm, the diameter is 37mm, and the lug-to-lug is a versatile 46mm, suitable for many wrists. I also like the commitment to mechanical movements, as this watch features a hand-winding 4Hz Sarita movement with 42 hours of power reserve. Again, a home run from the brand, coming in at $900. I think it's a great buy and I really love what the guys are doing. Last but definitely not least, I want to focus on Monchart. We have featured their Pulsations chronograph on my channel before and you guys really seem to like it. Today we look at another vintage watch inspired chronograph, this time with a vibrant pink salmon dial. The Celestia chronograph is a great execution for approximately 400 Swiss francs. Here I have it on a nice strap, but if you want to add approximately 90 Swiss francs, you can get it on a classy beads of rice stainless steel bracelet. It's good to have both options for more occasions. The brand was founded by 2 young Swedish guys, Oskar Gidell and Jonathan Belver, both very detail-oriented and driven individuals. I admire what they have created so far. The watch is definitely inspired by vintage chronographs reinterpreted for modern times. The salmon dial is an absolute home run. Combined with the heat-treated blued hands, it's a great design combination. There's also a lot of details to observe, from the gear-shaped pattern in the middle to the sunken chronograph subdials. The dial actually has a lot of depth to it, which I discovered while filming it. From the grained surface on the dial, contrasting the applied indexes and applied numerals. All of them highly polished to add contrast and very well executed, especially I think at this price point. They spared no expense when creating these watches, and if there was a different name on the dial, the watches would have been much more expensive. It's a very versatile watch since you can wear it with a suit and tie, as well as a more casual sporty outfit. This is for me the key point of the success of such a young brand. The attention to detail, customer service, as well as how much they listen to the community, and in some cases even involve them. The watch is powered by a quartz chronograph movement, very reliable, the thinner case, and it wears on the wrist very neatly. I think more wrists can enjoy this watch, and again, for the look of it, with the salmon dial, the blued hands, the applied polish indexes, it's a great choice. You really can't go wrong with any of these 5 watches. Different designs, similar price points, and they were all created by passionate people. To be safe, you could actually own all 5. This was like a nice collection actually. Check out the links in my video description below to support all the mentioned brands. If you want to learn more about all of them, and if you want to purchase any of them, of course, be my guest. Let me know if you did so, and send me a wrist shot. Let me know also which one is your favorite and why. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, see you next week.